everyone and welcome back to SP Learning Labs. Today we are diving into Python internals. You sit in front of your computer. You type a simple line, print hello world. One click and run. And instantly Python prints the answer back to you. Fast, effortless, almost magical. But what if that magic wasn't magic at all? What if behind that single line, a complex machine wakes up, traces your words, translates them, breaks them down, executes them, and then quietly goes back to sleep? All within a fraction of a second. Your code is just a text. Plain English like text in a .py file. So, the real questions begin. Who reads the text? Who interprets it? Who converts your words into CPU instructions? Is Python secretly compiling something behind the scenes? Or is there any tiny invisible machine inside your computer interpreting your code line by line? Today, we open that hidden chamber. We peel back the layers of Python and step inside the invisible world you never see. The world where Python comes alive. Welcome to the internals of Python interpreter, the engine that silently powers everything you write, every function, every loop, every algorithm. This is where Python really begins. In our previous episodes, we explored Python's data types, how integers, floats, strings, lists, all the essentials live and breathe inside the Python. We looked at memory internal representations and the little strategies Python used to store and handle your data smartly. But that was about what Python's works with. Today, we shift our spotlight to something far more fundamental. How Python itself works. Tools are powerful, but understanding the machine that runs those tools makes you unstoppable. Why Python internals matter? People often say Python is an interpreted language. And that sounds simple. It hides a wonderful truth. Python actually compiles your code every single time. Not the way C or Java compiles. Python takes a smarter and more flexible route. Every .py file goes through a hidden 3-step journey. First step, source code. Second step, bytecode. Third step, Python virtual machine. The interpreter converts your words into bytecode instructions and the PVM executes them. Understanding this pipeline makes you stronger Python developer. What you'll learn in this episode. You'll learn how Python reads, compiles and interprets your code. What CPython actually is. What bytecode looks like. Why Python creates .pyc files. How the Python virtual machine works internally. The execution pipeline from source code to bytecode. The difference between CPython, PyPy, Jython, IronPython, MicroPython. Core components like the Tokenizer, Parser, AST, compiler and evaluator. How Python's concurrency components relate to the interpreter. By the end, Python will no longer be a black box. You'll understand its inner machinery. What is a Python interpreter? The Python interpreter is a program that reads your code, understands it and executes it. It acts as a translator between you, who writes Python, and the CPU, which speaks machine code. Unlike compiled languages like C, Python doesn't translate directly to machine code. Instead, it follows a flexible two-step model. Compile to bytecode, then interpret through the PVM. Think of your Python code as a recipe, written in English. The interpreter rewrites it into universal cooking steps. Then the PVM performs those steps one by one. The interpreter contains a compiler, a virtual machine, a runtime environment, a memory manager, a garbage collector, all inside one system. CPython, the standard Python. CPython is a version of Python most people use. It is written in C. The reference implementation, the Python you download from python.org, the one that compiles your code to bytecode, the one that runs the PVM, the one that manages memory and garbage collection. When people say I'm running Python, they are almost always running CPython. CPython performs every step needed to execute your program: lexing, parsing, AST generation, bytecode compilation, bytecode execution, memory management, exception handling. Everything happens inside the same environment, the Python execution pipeline. Here is what happens every time Python runs your script. Tokenizing, also called as lexing. Python breaks your code into small pieces called tokens. Parsing. Python checks the grammatical structure of those tokens. Abstract syntax tree, called as AST. Python builds a tree-like structure representing the meaning of your code. Bytecode compilation. Python converts the AST into bytecode instructions. These instructions look like load fast, load const, binary add, return value. These are low-level portable steps. Storing bytecode, Python may save the compiled bytecode into a .pyc file inside py cache. Execution by PVM. The Python virtual machine executes bytecode in a loop. Fetch instruction, decode instruction, execute instruction, and then repeat the whole process. This is the heart of Python execution. Why bytecode exists? Bytecode sits between human readable code and hardware level instructions. It exists because it is faster than pure interpretation, portable across operating systems, easier for the PVM to optimize, simpler to execute, a universal internal format. It is one of the most reasons Python is both flexible and also efficient. Alternate Python interpreters. Python has several implementations. PyPy, a fast interpreter using JIT compilation that converts frequently used code into the machine code. Jython runs on the Java virtual machine and integrates with the Java ecosystem. IronPython runs on .NET and interacts with C# and other .NET languages. MicroPython, a very small Python interpreter for microcontrollers like ESP32 and Raspberry Pi Pico. Stackless Python allows millions of tiny microthreads suitable for simulations and games. Each interpreter fits a specific ecosystem and purpose. Deep execution model. Python uses a structured execution model. Lexing, break code into tokens. Parsing, grammar check. AST, abstract representation. Bytecode, generation, compile. Execution, PVM process by bytecode, full pipeline. Source code, tokens, syntax tree, AST, bytecode, PVM execution. This well-designed architecture makes Python both beginner-friendly and also powerful. Concurrency components. This video ends by setting the stage for concurrency concepts, futures, executors, event loops, queues, producer-consumer, locks, semaphores, conditions. These concepts become important as you transition to threading, multiprocessing, and async programming. This completes your understanding of what happens inside Python, how your simple code travels through lexing, parsing, AST, bytecode generation, and finally execution by the PVM. Now that you understand the internals, the upcoming videos on concurrency and execution models will make much more sense. That's it for today's session. Like, share, and subscribe to SP Learning Labs.